Peace and love eternal unto the chosen ones. Okay. Peace and love eternal unto the divine beings. What is going on, Emperor, Empress? What's good? All right. I'd like to welcome you guys to the Divination Station. Welcome aboard the love train. Okay. I am your host, T Honey, the artist, T the medium. Okay. All right. Now, this is getting ready to be the current transits readings for this new moon here in Aries. All right, I got channel messages and then I will pull cards to confirm. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides, please let the messages come through clear and concise for your people, what they need to know for the new moon here in Aries. Okay. Also, let's block, bind, and banish any and all malevolent energies or energetic interference. Okay. In the name of the Divine Holy Spirit, let's do it. I got the transits right here, y'all. All right. So I'm going to be breaking down a little bit of this. As y'all can see, I took notes. I'm going to run through the notes as quickly and as concisely as possible. And then we will pull cards to confirm. All right. So this new moon it actually kicked off in Pisces and then transited into Aries. Okay. Spring equinox, this new moon. All right. It's also a balsamic moon, which means the sun and the moon is following close and behind each other right now. Okay, the sun and the moon is within 45 degrees of each other. So usually when you see a balsamic moon, you have the sun and the moon oftentimes in the same house. Such is the case right now, as the sun just transited into Aries and the moon also just transited into Aries. Okay. So with balsamic moon energies, what we have energetically, this is a time where the divine could be testing you. Okay, what happens is your commitment to your purpose or your destiny could be tested. Okay, and what happens with these energies is oftentimes the divine trying to pull an alignment to make an assist in some way in regards to nudging you towards your destiny or your purpose. Okay, it's a way of making you up the ante in regards to your own personal commitment to your path. Okay, the overall message though that I'm getting with this is all warfare is an illusion. The reason why tonight we are discussing warfare is because the new moon is in Aries. Now, if you're not aware, Aries. Aries has to do, let me go get my other wheel. Okay. Aries has to do with your combat. Okay. You're combative, you're aggressive, you're warlike energy. Okay. Because of the Mars. Okay. And then the house of Aries, it has to do with your outward appearance. When you're dealing with first house, is you personally, your personality, or the outward appearance thereof. Okay. When we're talking about what's going on the world stage, or even what's going on with us as divine beings, we got the spiritual warfare going on. Okay. Or at least that's how it appears. It's like all out warfare. Okay. But the divine is saying the warfare in and of itself is actually an illusion, and it could be time to surrender that right about this time. Okay, let me go ahead and try to break this down. All right, firstly, what you have going on here, all right, with it being Aries, it's time to take action. Okay, Aries is, you know, your leadership. Okay, if it's warfare, this is like the general. Okay, this is being a leader in regards to said warfare. Okay, if we're talking about Aries energy. All right, but first of all, we're dealing with this Piscean energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they say. The new moon became new in Pisces and then it's transited into Aries today. Okay, but whatever they say, you're dealing with both energies. Okay, so with the Piscean side of things, there are some things that were hidden. Okay, um, there was things that Spirit had to keep hidden. Okay, either Spirit was trying to make sure that you were ready for said thing or for said part of your purpose. Okay, so Spirit will reveal things until we are ready to receive them. Do you get what I'm saying? So that could be one thing. Or because with this Piscean energy, you could have had certain things being hidden or kept from you spiritually because of the number of hidden enemies, okay, that you could have been dealing with. You could have had a number of hidden enemies that could have been trying to take over, hack, or they were trying to take over your destiny. They were trying to take over or hijack your destiny. Okay, they could have been trying to get into your Akashic records or trying to hack your prophecy or whatever the case may be here. So this is why certain things have to be kept hidden from you, because the second that you knew, these hidden enemies will also become aware. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's that. All right. Something is going to be revealed though at this time. Okay. Um, you're gonna be able to take whatever's revealed to you and then action your next steps. Does that make sense? Okay. Secondly, the spiritual warfare. I know the divine says it's an illusion. Okay, but it feel real. Okay, as a person that's went through much spiritual warfare here on the channel, in the 3D, in my dream state, everywhere, it's been warfare. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck. All right, the spiritual warfare energy is super thick. Okay, it's the combative energy that we got going on with Aries. And the reason why the warfare energy feels so heavy is because you now have 5 celestial bodies transiting in Aries. Okay, it's the heaviest thing in the whole chart. Okay, um, and because we have Neptune there and Pisces, and both the sun and the moon just crossed into Aries, so they just were in Pisces. A lot of this combat, you could be saying, take place in the dream state. Okay, so you could have had people trying to combat you in the dream state. You could even be seeing fights or disagreements go down in the dream state, whether you're in them or you're just witnessing it. You could be seeing it though, either way. Okay, or you could have had somebody trying to dominate or control you, or could have been trying to manipulate energies in the dream state. Okay, thirdly, all right, anybody that could have been trying to attack you in a dream state, or they were trying to attack you in regards to your dreams, your beliefs, your purpose in life. Okay, if they were trying to attack you in secret, they're being exposed and they're being burnt by the sun. Especially if they were doing this in a dream state and they were trying to keep their little workings hidden. Some people, they do spiritual work in a dream state to try to keep it hidden from you, their true intentions, right? Anybody that was doing this hidden is now being exposed, okay? Because you got the sun and the moon right on top of each other. All these illusions and stuff like this are being exposed, okay? Someone was trying to cast an illusion and attack your blind spot, okay? So somebody could have been trying to keep you from seeing something spiritually and then attacking that area they were trying to keep you blind in. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if somebody was trying to attack you in the dream state, what they could be doing is trying to block your third eye, or they're trying to somehow block your spiritual gifts so that you can't protect yourself, or so that you can't see what's coming when they try to attack you. Do you get what I'm saying? All right. What's happening is they're attacking you because they are upset that you are emerging as the new spiritual leader. So because you've gone through all of this spiritual combat, okay, a lot of the chosen, we in wounded warrior energy, we in your 9 of wands type of energy, because all we've endured, right? So Now it's time for us to focus on love and actually surrender the warfare. But these people want to keep us fighting. Okay? Think about it. All right? So, as long as you're fighting and in combat, you're not open to receiving anything. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is why it's an illusion. Okay? Because they only doing this with you to egg you on so that you don't receive what you're meant to receive. Okay? If they could trick you into focusing on the warfare, you'll never be open enough to receive true love. This is why the divine is saying we now have to stay focused on love, right? Because them choosing to attack you or wound you, it only highlights their own wounds and how weak they are. Okay? So if they was trying to attack you in a dream state or trying to attack your blind spots or whatever the case might be, or they was trying to keep certain stuff that they were doing hidden and all like this, they would not be trying to attack you or wound you if they weren't still emotionally wounded themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's highlighted by the fact Chiron is in Aries. So at the end of the day, that wounded warrior energy, okay, we have to heal that. But they're still operating and acting from that wounded warrior energy. It's only compounding or expanding their problems because Jupiter is also there. Okay? So they're operating in this wounded warrior energy, trying to think that they're going to wound you, right? But all that's getting highlighted is the fact that they're not healing. All that's being highlighted is the fact that they themselves are acting out of their own wounds. Okay? Okay. So just like they're trying to get you to miss the point about focusing on love, they're missing the point about the fact they refusing to fucking heal. Okay? Okay. All right. So there's that. Moving right along here. So you have the sun conjuncting the moon. Okay, which is meaning the sun and the moon is actually working together in this instance. Okay. This means that the divine is exposing all illusions and all hidden enemies. Okay? Point blank and period. With the moon there, the moon rules the emotions. Okay? The moon rules the emotions. The moon rules how we see love. So if someone was in your face trying to play cool, trying to act like they got love for you, or trying to act like they like you, and yet secretly inside they have aggressive feelings towards you or not great feelings towards you, they will be exposed as a hidden enemy because they were in your face trying to act as if they love you or put on like they love you, right? But secretly inside, they harboring these aggressive feelings towards you or whatever this is you're trying to manifest, or they harboring resentment because you're emerging as a spiritual leader. Okay? Anybody that's doing this kind of a thing, smiling in your face all the time, want to take your place, backstabbers, they being revealed right now because the sun and the moon is actually working together. The killing part about it, right, is that you have Mercury. Mercury is also in Aries, right? So you have the sun, the moon, and Mercury right there on top of each other, and they're all conjuncting. Okay, and Mercury rules communication. So this means the sun and the moon and Mercury is all communicating. Okay, what's being communicated to the sun via Mercury is the fact that you have people around you launching warfare against you because the divine Holy Spirit is rising you up as the leader. Okay, so Mercury is basically communicating all of the plans that these hidden enemies have to attack you. Okay? Especially if they're trying to use technology to attack you or spy on you or cause conflicts in any way, that's being communicated right to Ra directly. So these people are being burned by the sun. Not only that, but they're fresh out of luck Jupiter is there. So any combat, aggression, problems, conflicts they try to cause you, guess what it's going to do? Okay? That means Jupiter the biggest thing out here. That means all them conflicts and all of that who shot Johnny tried to stir up to throw at a divine being. It means it's all going to expand to be gargantuan. You see what I'm saying? And because the divine Holy Spirit is rising you up as a spiritual leader, that means Jupiter is there on your side. Why? Because you are the one healing. You're the one growing. You're the one that's healing the trauma wounds. Okay? You're the one that's learning how to relinquish control. You're the one that's doing the spiritual work and being rised up as a spiritual leader because you're the one that's taking action. Do you get what I'm saying? So that means that Jupiter is there on your side, and that all these conflicts that the would-be hidden enemies is trying to cause you is about to expand for them tenfold. You see what I'm saying? So there's that. All right. Wounds surrounding domination and control. See, that's what this Chiron in Aries is highlighting here. Okay? As divine beings, we have to learn how to relinquish control. Okay? We have to learn how to lay our ego down. Okay? We can't care about how shit looks to people. You know what I'm saying? We can't want to be the leader just because we want to be the leader, just because we like to control people and it make us feel good. No, that's these people because they're not healing. Okay? Divine beings, us as divine beings, we have to put in this work and surrender these wounds and surrender the ego. Okay? These people are literally refusing to learn these soul lessons. Okay? If they're refusing to learn the soul lessons or even acknowledge the woundings, okay, this is where they're fucking up at because now they're taking action out of the ego. You see what I'm saying? And that's is blowing up because the ego is telling them to attack the divine. But the divine put that in place. You see what I'm saying? So when you talking about only caring about how things appear, okay, these hidden enemies, they only want to be the leader because they like to control somebody or they like to have power over somebody. Okay, they like to dominate or control, that type of Aries energy. They real aggressive. Okay, they only know how to fight. They don't know how to love. Okay, all right. It's like they seek to control other people rather than learning how to control themselves, their emotions, and their own lives. Do you get what I'm saying? So the conflicts that they try to actually cause divine beings, this is why it's blowing up in their face. Because Jupiter is there. So they thought that they could launch spiritual warfare against a divine being, but we're doing the work. They're not. Okay? So they're out of control of themselves and their own fucking purpose while they're trying to overcompensate by trying to control the divine being. Because they mad the divine being is being raised up in the power by the divine Holy Spirit. But that's their own fault for not learning how to control what's in their control. Okay? I'm hearing the serenity prayer. Somebody has to learn to accept the things that they cannot change. Okay? And they have to learn how to change what they can. Okay? And they need the wisdom to learn the difference. Because you cannot control the fact that the divine Holy Spirit is raising someone else up to be the leader. So now you're just in your ego because you want to control someone else. No, you're out of control, you yourself. You're out of control of your emotions. They're out of control in regards to their purpose because I know the divine Holy Spirit did not make them just to attack divine beings. I can guarantee you that. Okay? All right? So these people are overcompensating by trying to control everyone else because they're so out of control of themselves and their own purpose. Okay? These people were actually being given a chance. They were being given a chance by the divine to see the truth. Okay? To see the truth behind their actions. that they're taking towards divine beings. They're supposed to acknowledge the truth of those actions and fix those mistakes. They're supposed to be able to G-check themselves and say, you know what? I'm only attacking this person because this person is being raised up. And I wanted to be in a seat of power. Okay? But really, all of this is going on within me. You see what I'm saying? I have to deal with myself. These people don't know how to G-check themselves like that. You see what I'm saying? So they just attacking divine beings out of the ego, and the divine was trying to show them their mistake. But now it's too late. So now they have manifested a whole hell that they done trapped themselves in due to the fact of them refusing to lay down the wounds. They keep trying to attack divine beings out of their ego, which is just manifesting more conflict for themselves. Okay, there's no exactly original insights tarot. Hey, nice to see you here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So not only are they refusing to heal their own wounds, because Chiron is there in Aries, right? So you have Chiron there in Aries. They only care about how things appear. They only want to appear to be the leader. They want to appear to be in power or have control over people, right? But they don't want to take the leadership in regards to healing the wound. They just want to keep acting out of the wound. And that's not going to work. It only compounds the problem. You want to know how I know it's compounding the problem? Because Jupiter is there in Aries with all of that shit. So that means that all they're doing is expanding their troubles, expanding their conflict, okay, expanding the problem. That's all. By refusing to heal, okay, yet thinking that they can control someone who is healing. And then when the divine gives them the opportunity to G-check themselves and they don't, it's like spitting in the divine's face. Like, no, I'm not going to heal and do what it is you suggested. I'm just going to keep trying to attack this divine being that you appointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is the divine's plan. The divine appointed this person. So if you think you're going to attack this person, aren't you then trying to attack the divine? But this is how so lost in the sauce these people are in regards to these ego wounds, because they refuse to G-check themselves. Okay? Why this is an issue? Because we are living in the land of instant karma. Oh, I'm mostly Capricorn. Okay, I'm a Capricorn stellium, I'm a 5. So it's one of the heaviest things in my chart. Okay, Leo rising as well. All right, so we living in the land of instant karma, right? This is an issue. Okay, I don't think they're understanding this. Everything is manifesting and materializing super rapidly. Okay, and then now we have all this energy in Aries. Aries is one of them rapid fire. Okay, that's like this. Aries does not stop moving. Okay, that's so and with Jupiter there, it's worse. Okay, it's worse. So everything's materializing rapidly. Everything's manifesting super rapidly, moving super rapidly. Okay, and so when you don't G-check yourself, okay, your thoughts or your emotions can prove to blow up in your face if you're not taking the time to G-check and scrutinize them thoughts and emotions. Okay? With everything moving so rapidly, this could also be divine beings. Part of the warfare we're experiencing, we're being bombarded with negative thoughts, negative emotions constantly. Okay? So that's part of the warfare, is us as divine beings learning how to G-check. No, these ain't my thoughts. These are not thoughts I should be entertaining. Okay? G-checking certain emotions when they arise, why do I feel this way? Where is this coming from? Okay? And learning to identify it is super important. Okay? The divine is making assistance here. All right, when you're talking about the sun and the moon working together like this, and you got everything all in one house, okay, the divine is trying to help assist us in regards to fulfillment with our destiny and our purpose, because it's a balsamic moon, okay, which means the sun and the moon, they following right on top of each other, right behind each other, okay. When them balsamic moons happen, it's the divine testing your commitment to your own destiny, to your own life path. Okay. So when we got all these energies coming together and conjuncting and working together, that's the divine trying to utilize that alignment to assist us energetically into, moving forward in our purpose or whatever the case might be. But what's real interesting here is we got Lilith that's still in Leo. Okay. Lilith is in Leo and it's trining the sun, the moon, and Mercury. Now, I just told y'all the sun, the moon, and Mercury is all in Aries. Okay? And trines are very harmonious relationships. When we're talking about Lilith, we're talking about not only like this could be your rebellious nature, but this is also, with it being in Leo, this is not just about sexual desires or desires for romance, but this is also about desires that you had as a child. This is also about your childhood dreams, okay? That all of this spiritual warfare, all of this attack, all of these karmic peoples, you know what I mean? All of this has been going on to try to deter your destiny and your purpose, which is, of course, is linked to your childhood dreams and passions. Because when you were a child, you was closest to the divine then. So whatever your dreams and your passions were then is obviously keys to your purpose and your destiny now, right? But if we stay stuck in this combat, okay, we stay stuck just fighting the spiritual warfare, we can miss our chance on the wheel. We can miss our chance to, gain the momentum to bring those childhood dreams about. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what these hidden enemies are trying to do. They're trying to sabotage us and keep us stuck just fighting them, because as long as we in spiritual warfare with them, we're not open enough to receive anything. Okay? It's real messed up. And with these hidden enemies, because of the houses we're talking about, because of the planets and the houses we're talking about, I'll tell you who these hidden enemies are. Okay? These hidden enemies, these are people you either looked up to spiritually and was getting spiritual advice from at first. Okay? Or these are exes or people that you used to date or carry on romantic relationships with. Okay? This could even be siblings, okay? Or elders. So take it where it resonates. To be honest, if you're a true divine being, you're a true chosen one, you probably got one or two hidden enemies in each category. Okay? You probably got an ex, somebody that you knew from you when you were younger, your youth. Okay? An old best friend you don't rock with no more. A sibling that you always been sibling rivalry and stuff like this, or elders that was player hating on you because you're more gifted than them, or you stand to gain more abundance than they would. Okay. And they don't like the idea of you being raised up as a leader because they just want to see themselves in charge. They don't never want you to grow to be above where they feel like they are. They don't want you to grow above that because they like the idea of being able to control you. Okay? I know. It's crazy. All right? I'm almost done. I only got a couple more notes. Okay? And then I'm going to pull cards to confirm all this. All right? So, shoot. I feel like I said a lot of this already because I was talking and getting all passionate. But that's cool. All right. So, what happens? Now, we got to talk about how Saturn just transited into Pisces. I don't know why they would consider themselves trying to launch spiritual warfare right now. This is not a good time if you're a hidden enemy and you trying to launch warfare against somebody right now. This is not a great time. Okay, because Saturn just transited into Pisces. Okay? And the issue is trining Mars. Now, Mars is in Gemini, but what's very interesting is Gemini's ruler is in Aries, and Mars is in Gemini. Mars is Aries ruler. It's real interesting the dynamics that's going on here between all the elements. That's earth, air, and fire, and water. Like, that's all the elements, right? With Saturn transiting into Pisces, though, this is the divine Holy Spirit actually restricting the ability to weave these illusions like they've been able to do. Okay? Because Neptune is there in Pisces. Neptunes have to do with the illusions and the fantasy and be able to create that fantasy world, right? Right. So the illusions that these hidden enemies are trying to create is the fact that we're supposed to be in this spiritual warfare with them, right? But the divine is restricting all illusions. We're being able to see through all illusions right now. So with that restriction of Saturn, is actually going to force to bring to order, okay, all these offenses that these hidden enemies have been trying to do. So if they've been in the dream state playing around, okay, they've been in the dream state playing around trying to block your intuitive gifts, or they in the dream state playing around trying to figure out what's coming in for you next so they can figure out how to wreck it, okay, and interfering with spiritual communications and all like that. Yeah, the divine is bringing the hammer down on all of that activity. Okay, that's just right there. So you, as the chosen one, you have to know that you are the spiritual authority, not just here in the 3D, but in the spirit realm too. So they are committing high treason in both realms. And God, it's just clearly they're not thinking at all. Okay. God, so they're committing high treason in both realms. Okay. And all they've done by trying to overthrow you, okay, is show the divine how out of control they are within themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? And then Saturn, this Saturn energy really pissed off. Okay, with Saturn coming in and transiting into Pisces right now, Saturn is about to turn up and definitely restrict this energy, because Saturn energy, devil energy, has been blamed and scapegoated for basically all the power at B shenanigans, all of these evil people's shenanigans, and Saturn is basically just being blamed, right, for all of the negative shit that's going on. And so everybody's going to be reprimanded because they're projecting into our dream space or into our physical space with the intention of causing us harm or with ill intent. So since they're moving out of the ego, they're moving in this devil energy, right? But then who gets blamed for that? Saturn. You see what I'm saying? Saturn is not, we're not going there, okay? Because Saturn is basically being blamed for all of the toxic schemes that these people are choosing to do against the chosen. But these people chose this. Everyone has a choice. So, you know what I mean? So these warfare cycles are definitely coming to an end. Not only because Saturn is there transiting into Pisces, but you also have Pluto that's still there in the last degree of Capricorn. Okay? So that's endings. That's death. So Saturn basically had to transform its own self. Okay? And because Saturn has to do with the rules, the restrictions, now the divine has to change the rules. Do you get what I'm saying? Now there's new spiritual laws or spiritual rules being implemented, basically, so that people can't do this anymore. Okay? Because there's spiritual entities and and stuff that's being blamed for the shit that these people, they are choosing to do this. Okay? Yeah. So the divine is bringing everything to order spiritually and holding everybody accountable. Divine beings, energies, entities, the karmics, all like that. Everybody has to G-check themselves, their actions, their thoughts, and their emotions, and the intentions that they move with, or they're gonna be sat the fuck down. And they're gonna be sat down hard too. Okay, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of people could be getting into trouble. A lot of people that was trying to cause illusions to you. Let's say you had people that was hidden enemies, and they was in your face trying to act like they was cool and they had hidden intentions towards you. Them people might end up being hurt by somebody they trusted. You see what I'm saying? Or if they was trying to burden your love life, which we about to get to that shortly. They definitely trying to burden divine beings' love life. If they was doing spell work on your love life and stuff like that, trying to keep you from ever having love, now people that love them are going to leave them. Do you get what I'm saying? If they were doing spell work on your health, now their health is going to rapidly decline. Key word here is rapidly. We're living in a land of instant karma. There's no more, you can do this now and get away with it for 20 years. No, we are in the age of Aquarius. These alignments are not conducive. These alignments are not conducive to that. Okay? Yeah, it's not going to work. All right. Last page of notes. I promise you I'm going to make it quick. Okay? People that was working to silence you, okay, yet they always have their mouth open about you in a harmful way, they could end up getting sick, losing their voice like completely, or losing the ability to effectively communicate. I hope they ain't smokers, or I hope they not, you know what I'm saying? Because they whole throat chakra gonna be just gone or something. Like, it's crazy, like, from what I saw. All right? If they were trying to stop you from moving forward in your purpose, they were trying to stop you or immobilize you, they themselves may lose all mobility. Money not gonna move. You know what I'm saying? Money not gonna move. They not gonna be able to move. May lose a limb or a ligament. They gonna become immobilized for trying to immobilize you. Why? Because you are a divine being and you're doing the will of the divine Holy Spirit. Them trying to stop you is the equivalent of them trying to stop God, and God is no longer having that. That's just not gonna work. Okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember how I said this the land of instant karma? This, check what the divine said. This the land of instant karma, but these hidden enemy motherfuckers was too worried about IG to see it. They worry about Instagram. Bitch, no, this is instant karma. You should have read the fine print, okay? Okay. So just real quick, a couple of channels I got as far as the numbers, because if you pay attention with today's date, okay, today 3/21/2023, okay, that's 337, and what the divine has actually been showing me is that we're actually moving through 337 and 377. We're actually moving through these 3s and these 7 portals. Or the divine is using these portals in some manner to give us courage in regards to the pursuit of our destiny. Okay? So, numerology wise, or how the numbers fit in. Okay? With the 3s and the 7s, let me just break this down real quick. So 3s, this is your creative energy. The divine Holy Spirit is also represented by the 3. Okay, but this is your ability to create. 7s denote divine wisdom for me. So this is about creating with the divine, or utilizing divine wisdom to create. Do you get what I'm saying? So angel numbers 337. You're talking about bravery and strength to overcome fear, doubt, to eliminate it altogether. All right. It's also a sign that your angels are protecting you. Okay. It's also a sign that you need to rely on your angels, rely on spirit, allow them to fight for you. Okay. We're in a place where we're being asked to surrender that fight and to just move forward with love. Okay. Believe in the divine. Setting your plans and moving on them, not allowing this illusion of warfare to keep you from focusing on love or keep you from focusing on your dreams. Okay? The 377 is about moving in a way that leads you towards what you desire. Okay? It's about utilizing divine wisdom to take smart, calculated risk. Okay? About gaining momentum towards your dreams. Utilizing divine wisdom to create the world around you. This is also about forgiveness. Finally releasing the wounded warrior energy, because the wounded warrior energy actually blocks or inhibits the creativity. Okay? This is about maintaining your integrity and focusing on your heart's true desires. Okay? Because we are being tested in regards to love and our ability to overcome fear of being hurt, and for a lot of us learning how to love again. Okay, if that makes sense. All right. So, last thing I want to talk about before I pull cards to confirm, because I'm about to pull cards to confirm. I found 2 runes. I bring up the runes when if I see certain transits in the chart, certain alignments, if I see it make a rune shape, I talk about it. In this case, we got this big situation here look like a greater than sign. And I love that it looks like a greater than sign because that's a sign from spirit. But that's your kanaz. That's your kanaz energy. Okay? This energy here. All right? We about to break down what that is and what that's about. You also have, let's see if I can show you. There's kind of this X here. Okay? There's this X here. Or in the runic terms, you're talking about Jabo. Gabo or Jabo, however they want to say it. Okay? Where is it? There it is. Okay? Your Jabo energy. All right, so you got Kanaz and Jabo appearing in the galactic alignments of the transits, right? Now, the channels that I got in regards to them being here. All right, what's making this transit here? You got Pluto that's in Capricorn at the top, 29 degrees. Then you got Jupiter in the middle in Aries. Jupiter is there about 16 degrees. And then at the end of it, that's where the Lilith would be. The Lilith is in Leo about 8 degrees. Okay. Now, when you're talking about Kanaz, you're talking about, this is your Phoenix fire, your Phoenix rising. Okay. The torch, controlled fire. This will also be your Archangel Uriel energy. Okay. But learning how to control and harness your fire, which is very interesting, seeing as how we're talking about 5 celestial bodies, 5 in Aries. Okay, Aries is a fire house. So very interesting that you have Kanaz appearing here, talking about control, learning how to control and harness the fire. Okay, the channels I got with this, people tried to stop your creativity from expanding. Okay, they tried blocking it because they figured that creativity is how you would actually attain wealth. Somebody desired to block you to keep you from gaining money, love, success, fame, or notoriety in any way. These hidden enemies also have been trying to block your dreams, some of you since you were a child. Okay? Someone thought that they could steal your creativity. They try to steal your creativity, what you love, or your creative ideas, your reputation, and your success. Okay? They tried to literally steal that. Okay? The problem is you can't steal the divine Holy Spirit. You can't, you cannot steal the divine Holy Spirit. That I wish they let that go, because that's just the dumbest thing I ever heard. Okay? All right? Period. You can't steal knowledge and intellect. Okay? You cannot steal someone's intuition. You can't steal their imagination. Okay? Literally reading the terms that's on the card here so that y'all get an energy of what Kanaz is about. Okay? You cannot steal someone's artistic innovation and creative skills, how they apply their knowledge. These are things that come from the divine Holy Spirit. It come from God. It's the God in them. You can't steal it. I don't know why they think that they can. I don't get their logic here. All right. Then, okay, so the channels, I'm gonna tell y'all the channels I got with the J-Bo. Okay? I'm almost done, I swear. J-Bo in this instance having to do with your gifts, both spiritually and in the 3D material realm. Also has to do with commitment, partnership, leadership. Okay? All of which we have been talking about this leadership quality with this Aries. Okay? So very interesting that this came out here too as well. Okay? Channels I got with this is that you have people that try to actively block your love life, block you from commitments or being in a committed relationship. People did not want you to receive anything. They actually went as far as to try to block you out of being in your feminine energy. Okay? If we're always engaging in a spiritual warfare, okay, we always having to combat. That means we always having to take action. That means we're always in our masculine. Okay? It was a dupe out of your feminine energy so that you wouldn't receive all the gifts you're supposed to receive. Does that make sense? Okay? They didn't want you to feel attractive or loved. Okay? They wanted to end all potential romances, okay? In money and material abundance or material wealth. They actually could have even played on your emotions or your feelings to try to affect your money and your stability. Reason why I say your money or stability, because how the J-Bo is set up in the chart. Saturn is in Pisces on one corner and is squaring it's trining Mars in Gemini. Then you got Pluto in Capricorn, and it's the same transit. It's trining that Lilith in Leo. Okay. Not Lilith and Leo. I knew I was saying the wrong thing. Pluto in Capricorn is actually connecting with Venus in Taurus, I meant. Which alignment is that? Venus is squaring Pluto. But Venus is home in Taurus. Okay? So that's a problem. You're talking about Taurus on one end and you're talking about Cappy. Alright? Taurus and Capricorn is your money houses. So by trying to block you off emotionally, make you feel less than, you're not in your feminine, you're in your masculine, you're not able to receive. They literally tried to block us off from ever receiving the material abundance that we were due to receive. As long as we're engaged in this conflict or the battle, we can't never receive what we're actually meant to receive. Okay? So that's what they were doing. Trying to sacrifice divine beings, trying to sacrifice divine union and everything that the divine have planned, all because of the sake of their ego, all because they like to pretend like they in charge or can run somebody and they can't even balance their own selves out emotionally. And they think they can control something or somebody else. Okay? Super crazy. Super crazy. So now I'm going to pull the cards to confirm. I'd like to thank everybody that has been coming through. Make sure that you guys smash the like button and hit the notification bell so that you know when I do another astrology reading, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is pull an archetypal energy. I already got our runes right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify these runes, okay? After I pull an archetypal energy, I'm going to clarify them both. And then I'll pull a small spread to confirm what we have heard here tonight. Okay? Okay. Now, what's crazy is this. I just noticed the flame on the bottom right here in the shuffle, and we've been talking about all this fire. Okay? And it's crazy because, Lord, I just heard fire. Now I'm hearing Ohio's, that's the Ohio players. Fire. Fire. All right. That's what I'm hearing right now. All right. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. What is the archetypal energy that is at play here for the new moon in Aries transit reading? Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. Ashayo. Amen. Whoop, whoop. There it is. You got the energy of the seed. So interesting, man. This reading just keep getting a little deeper. This reading is something else. All right. Card number 66. That's very interesting, man. 66. 6 is having to do about balance or about harmony, right? So how we see the conjunctions and the trines in the transit. You got the sun and the moon and all them planets and Aries working together. But then you also have the trines, all the sun, the moon, and Mercury all trining at Lilith. Okay, it's all to generate or spark or reignite these seeds, of these long lost dreams and stuff like that. Okay, this is about learning how to properly sow a seed. Okay, we have to be balanced and tempered within ourselves. Okay, mentally and emotionally before we could take an action towards what it is we're wanting to grow or manifest, right? So the seed, okay, it's like the divine is trying to show these people there's only one way of sowing a seed to where it's sustainable, okay? You could do all of that who shot John out your ego all you want to. Okay? These people may or may not ever heal that Chiron and Aries that need to dominate, brute, and control things. And this is not about just those hidden enemies. This also have to do about the powers that be, because they are hidden enemies as well. This also have to do about your shadow government, the powers that be that try to control everything for all of us. They operate in that domination, control, brute energy. But now the whole paradigm is coming undone. There's no way for the seed to be sustained. At the end of the day, the energy that you plant the seed in, that's the energy that's going to be cultivating the seed. If you're not planting the seed in divine love, okay, with a divine vision, okay, if you're not using your intuition when you plant that seed, everything's going to come unravel or fall apart. And such is so when the way we see the matrix going, okay? The way everything is coming undone for these hidden enemies, okay? Since they think they think that they could kill God, they think they could steal God from God. It's the craziest thing ever, okay? All right. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, can you please clarify the Kanaz and the Jabo? Jabo has to do with sex magic as well. That's another way that they were trying to control. Okay? So either people was doing love spells, sex magic, all that type of shit. all in efforts to try to control us or gain access to our creative energy or our wealth and our riches, right? And see, they don't realize they juggled their own stability. They juggled their own soul contracts, okay, by thinking that they could do this to a divine being, okay? These people juggled their own soul contracts. Quite possibly, like I said, they messed up their own home life or their own relationships by moving in an unhonorable manner. Wow. Queen of Swords coming out here as well. Wow, with the Ace of Cups in reverse. That's the truth, that these are godless people. These are godless people. These are loveless people. These are people that can't be honest with themselves, or they're not in tune with self-love, or they're not in tune with the divine. They're out of tune with their own heart. They only know how to move from their head, okay, or whatever the case might be, okay? And they're under judgment because they received a communication from the divine and they refuse to change, okay? They received direct communication from the divine and they chose to negate that and still try to hold back divine beings. Okay? And it's going to be messed up now. Please clarify this, Kanas. Wish fulfillment. So it is our creative ability and our ability to work with the divine and our quest for truth. It's all of that that leads us to happiness within. Okay? Wish fulfillment within. All right? They, like I said, they thought that they could steal the divine Holy Spirit. If they were, see, they don't understand. By trying to attack a divine being, by trying to attack their creative power, where does that creativity and that creative power come from? That's what they don't understand. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't steal the divine Holy Spirit from somebody. They thought they could steal. I'm trying to say, that's a 7 of Swords. They thought they could steal the divine Holy Spirit. These spiritual gifts, your creative gifts, all your blessings and your material wealth, all of that shit come from God. You cannot steal God. This shit is crazy. You can't kill God, steal God, none of that shit. I don't understand what they thinking. Oh, wow. 5 of Swords. So they tried to plant these seeds by being deceptive, lying. And now all the conflicts that they tried to manifest are coming back at them. They were determined to win at all costs. Did they not realize they were going against God? Okay, and then they even pissed off devil energy because now Saturn is having to take a hit or take the blame, not the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So they thought they was going to blame it all on the devil and whatnot. When they actively chose this, they were determined to win at all costs. They decided to cause these conflicts. And now they're going to be upset because all these conflicts are about to blow up in their face. All these conflicts and stuff that they tried to do, all they had to do was move with love. That's it. All they had to do was leave divine beings alone. Okay? All they had to do was learn how to balance things out emotionally. All they had to do was do the right thing. Your heart tells you the right thing to do. Instead, they continuously negate the right thing, thinking they're going to win at all costs and cause all these burdens for God. No. It don't work like that. So even the stuff that they did in the past, okay, like I said, They go to Six of Cups. Now these people, they remembering all of the shit that they did. Now they have to sit with and remember all of the conflicts that they caused. Okay? And they have to go within and balance that out for themselves, or they're going to never have any peace. And it's really their own fault. There's no way around this. That's really their own doing. Let me go ahead and pull some tarot on it, and then I will close out this reading. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. So what is it that you want divine beings to be aware of? What is the takeaway here for this reading? Maintain your integrity. Keep manifesting from the heart. Make sure you always plant your seed on fertile ground. Always. Because this conflict cycle and everybody was trying to do is over. World card. It's over for these karmics. It's over for these hidden enemies. It's over for them thinking that they can launch this warfare against divine beings like this. It's over. These karmic cycles or these burdens, all these burdens and the pain and the struggle, it's over. Okay? We focus on love now. We surrender in this fight. We hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battles. That's what I just heard. Hold your peace. Let the Lord fight your battles. I'm trying to say, what you mean? Maintain a position of love and compassion. Because that's who God made you. Hold your peace. You got the King of Cups twice. That's that Piscean. Hold your peace. And let the Lord fight your battles. This is the divine Holy Spirit willing to pop them with that rod. Okay? This is all of that stuff backfiring and blowing up in their face. Hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battles. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's really the message. Look at this. Let God and your angels temper out these hidden enemies for you. You move on and you move ahead with love. And you have been assured the victory for such. Period. There's nothing that they can do anymore. This is over. It's dead. Okay? Okay. So peace and love supreme unto the divine beings. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for the love and the support. And yeah, it's over. It's over. These conflict cycles that these people have been trying to cause, this thinking they're going to keep us stuck in spiritual warfare. No. Hold your peace. Let the divine Holy Spirit fight your battles. You surrender the conflict. You surrender the combat. Employ your ancestors. Employ your angels. Employ God to fight for you. Do you get what I'm saying? And you maintain your King of Cups energy. You maintain your love and compassion. Do not forsake your love and compassion. That's who God made you to be. Okay? These people try to use our own love against us and they try to combat divine love. They act like love is such a terrible thing. It's only terrible because they didn't never learn how to love themselves. And they are going to be feeling the pain and the wrath for thinking that they could come against divine love in this manner. Because they try to attack God directly. If God is love and you're trying to attack a loving being, then that's you trying to attack God. And there is no other way to put that. Okay. So peace and love unto the divine beings. Make sure that y'all smash the like button and make sure that y'all hit the notification bell so y'all can be notified for future messages. Peace and love supreme to you all. Be blessed. Take care.